Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and this is my second video today. I know that I was posting every day from now until Halloween, and I could have saved this video for a different day, but the story is moving so quickly that I wanted to sit down and just tell it to you guys. Ever since I started doing the viral horror stories, so the viral video on Dear David, the Ryan thread, all of that kind of stuff, I've been getting a lot of messages and a lot of people sending me like these Twitter scary stories that are happening in real time. And I became aware of the account at TeletubbiesFact or Teletubbies Update a while ago. And people were sending me tweets and it just seemed like a troll account. I didn't really understand or dig any deeper into what was happening. I just thought it was like people overreacting basically. And then the story got dark, like really dark. And one of my subscribers sent me a message kind of linking together pieces of the puzzle that I didn't even know there was a puzzle. So I started taking things into account, and this is by far the darkest and scariest, most mind-blowing, chilling, gruesome, like, this is the darkest story I have ever told on this channel, and this is the darkest story I will ever tell on this channel. And so I am warning you ahead of time. This is not for the faint of heart. It is not real, but it is a dark and very scary story. This is not Dear David. This is not a lighthearted ghost story. So this is your warning for people who do not want to hear the scariest thing I think I've ever experienced in my entire life. First and foremost, I'd like to give a lot of credit for my understanding of this story to Rainbot. She has an amazing horror channel here on YouTube, so if you like these kinds of videos, I would highly suggest her channel. I will have it linked down below. She and Nightmare Expo did a video on this, and it kind of explained things that I just didn't really understand. So I became aware of Teletubbies updates, and when you first glance the account, it seems like a troll account. The bio of this account is all about like being here for Teletubbies updates, and the pinned tweet is all about having a positive and uplifting community spirit. The actual content of this account is never about Teletubbies. Nothing with Teletubbies is ever posted. No Teletubby facts even come out. They're not even trolling about like Teletubbies. They're just, whoever is running this account is just trolling. And the tweets are weird, but like, it's not a storyline. Maybe if I scream louder, God will finally hear me. Life is a temporary prison. You live inside until death releases you into oblivion, no longer wearing the shackles of existence. One of the first tweets that we can kind of pinpoint to the storyline is, "Look me in the eyes, Sharon, I'm your husband." Again, without any context, this just seems like another troll tweet. Then the account posts the photo of the sun from Teletubbies with the caption, "Harvest is coming." Harvest is coming. Okay. And then it's just more dark and gruesome and gory stuff for the sake of being gruesome and gory. Someone named Lisa said something about Teletubbies. It was just like, it wasn't even at this account. It was just like, Teletubbies, blah, blah, blah. And the account replies with, "If I were you, I would stop talking before something happens to your two kids, Lisa." So this is kind of the first point where we see this person more as like a person, with the whole like, "Look me in the eyes, Sharon, I'm your husband," and then him threatening this woman named Lisa, rather than just a mindless account. This is interesting, and I'm gonna circle back to this later, and it may seem pointless, but they tweeted, "Can you please let my 3 beautiful starving children inside your restaurant so they can eat? Please answer, this is urgent, at Chili's." Seems like another troll at first, but we're gonna kind of circle back around to that later, because I think everything that this account does is with purpose. Every piece of the story that is given to us is with meaning, and we'll come back to it. So then there's an account called Sharon Teletubby, and the account Sharon Teletubby tweets at TeletubbiesFact, "What is this account, Dave? Please stop doing this. Come home." Teletubbies Updates quotes the tweet and says, "Leave me alone, Sharon, you cheater. I never should have married you." So now we have Sharon, who we mentioned earlier, is actually like a person with a Twitter account and is tweeting at him, "What are you doing? Come home." She replies with, "I'm so sorry, Dave, but I miss you. Our kids miss you. Please just come home." And Dave tweets back to her, "Oh, I'm coming home. I'm coming home with a gun, and you're all gonna see God tonight. You made me do this, Sharon." And this was the point where people are like, what? Sharon replies to say, "No, Dave, please don't." The next tweet that we see is from Teletubbies Updates, and they say, "Just put the gun down, Sharon." Let's backtrack a little bit. The Sharon account and the Teletubbies Update account were both created on the same day. It's at Sharon Teletubby at Teletubbies Updates. And so back on August 27th, Sharon tweets, "Where are my children? Help." A few days later, "Dave, please don't hurt me." And then the rest of the interaction seemed to be with Dave, the owner of at Teletubbies Updates. A few days later, after more troll tweets, this time we see the Teletubby son with like the baby face, and the entire picture is in black and white, and it's the stuff of nightmares. And it says, "Harvest is near." This is kind of co-aligned with the "harvest is coming" thing earlier. There's a lot of really, 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 really dark stuff in the interim. For the love of God, somebody, please love me. Have you ever seen so much pain in a man's eyes? Which obviously is just another troll tweet in between this, and it's a picture of the Teletubby's face. But then we have, "The gun is pressed against my temple. I either die a man or live another day to see myself turn into the monster I truly am." I think the thing that makes this so weird is in between the pieces of the story, there are all of these troll tweets. Like, "Time for harvest. One by one, we will kidnap children and sacrifice them in the holy name of Satan. Their blood shall drip from our mouths." Like, what is wrong with you? The very next day, we have "She took everything in the divorce. Stop the pain." Somebody named Drea tweets, "Bruh, Teletubbies is the most boring show on earth." And it's another troll tweet, "It won't be boring when your family finds you dead in a ditch." A lot of these tweets went viral. This is how I kept seeing the account, was a lot of these tweets were getting hundreds of thousands of likes and retweets and stuff, but not the ones that had to do with the story. That was really laced into this. On October 1st, Sharon tweeted, "Who's knocking at the door right now? It's 2 a.m. I'm scared. The divorce had to be done, Dave. You were hurting me." On the next day, 2 days later, "What are you doing with that gun, Dave?" Then on the 8th, "This is Sharon's family. We managed to get on her account. If anyone has any information on Sharon's disappearance, please let us know." TeletubbiesFact quoted this and said, "You will never find her." This is on October the 8th, but let's backtrack to October 7th. Parts of this puzzle are missing because the owner of this account constantly tweets and deletes to the point where I have my notifications on Twitter now, because if you so much as blink, you're gonna miss a piece of this puzzle. So somebody named Scary Larry on Twitter caught one of the deleted tweets, and it was on October 7th at 3:37 p.m. "I've seen my own father strung out on a couch with his mouth drooping and a needle in his arm. I couldn't help but smile. I hate you, Dad." And then Scary Larry screenshots this and tweets it, and he's like, "Nice tweet." The Teletubbies account tweets him something in Russian along with a black and white version of the baby sun face, and he's now blocked. The translation is, "Mockery is unacceptable. You are now on our list. Run." Back to the Sharon account. If we are following the story, then we are under the assumption that Sharon is gone and her family is now running the account. And they tweet, "We have no idea of the whereabouts of Dave, but we do know Dave isn't his real name. He had it legally changed in 2014. TeletubbiesFact quotes this and says, "I ate your daughter. If you want the rest of her body, she's in the basement freezer." And then basically threatens to kill himself if they try to find him. The family then tweets him and says, "Dave, please just surrender yourself. It will make everything easier." Dave says, "Okay, I surrender. I'm driving to me and Sharon's house where you're all at right now. I'll be there in about 20 minutes. And then something in Russian at the end of the sentence. The account replies to ask why he wrote "run" at the end of the sentence in Russian. "Okay, Dave, I see you now outside from the window. Thank you for surrendering. But what is that in your hand, Dave? You should have ran when you had the chance." Around this time, there was a tweet that said, "Sharon's flesh fuels me," from the TeletubbiesFacts account, but it has now been deleted and I can't find a screenshot of it anywhere. There are a ton of troll tweets, like this really creepy picture of a creature with "Yes, Jesus loves me, for the Bible tells me so." I hope you all had a teletastic day, just like stupid stuff in the interim. And then suddenly Dave tweets a photo of cop cars outside of his place. Guess I get what I deserve. Now, people were really quick to point out that if you reverse Google image search this is a photo from the internet. I mean, you can find it literally anywhere. But if you're thinking that came out of nowhere, if we jump on back over to Sharon's Twitter account, we have a public statement on the Sevier County, Utah incident earlier tonight. This was typed on notes from iPhone 6. It was the quickest statement we could get to the residents of Sevier County, Utah. Our apologies. A public statement is now being issued. Dave Hutchinson, his alias and real name still unknown, had his home in Salina, Utah, surrounded by Sevier County, Utah Sheriff's Department for the murders of Sharon Hutchinson, the ex-wife, Katie Hutchinson, the daughter, Aiden Hutchinson, the son, Rebecca Jules, Sharon's father, and Franklin H. Jules, Sharon's father. Let's kind of go back here. If you remember in the Chili's tweet, Dave said, "Please let my 3 beautiful children inside. There are only 2 deceased children on this death list." That Chili's tweet could have been a troll, but somehow I feel like it wasn't. And I think that one of the children, for some reason, is alive. However, while surrounded by police, Dave pulled a gun, presumably from his back pocket, and turned the gun on himself. He died at 9:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, October 12th. Sharon's Twitter account was still left open when the police found her phone after her parents live tweeted right before Dave committed his murders. Dave was founded, which is weird, to have ran a parody Teletubbies account that consisted of unusual dark tweets, none relating to the popular children's TV show, the Teletubbies itself. Him admitting to the murders of Sharon and her family raised speculation about Dave, as most of its fans and followers believed it was all part of the joke. David Hutchinson, age 36, is now dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Our hearts and condolences go out to the relatives of Sharon and Dave, who we wish recover from this traumatic experience. So the Teletubbies Facts account goes silent, and we presume that Dave is gone and that he killed his entire family. But then on the 12th, we are now trying to log inside the Teletubbies account Dave made to share this information to the followers. Okay, we've logged onto the account. We will retweet our statement from his account to share the incident. We appreciate the help. Both accounts will be deactivated within a few hours or whenever we have the time to do so. Thanks to all. It's frustrating we had to get back on this account, but everyone please stay off at TeletubbiesFact. It appears the account has been hacked. Hacked by probably a fan or someone else. Dave passed away last night, and it would be in everyone's best interest to leave it be. The hacked tweet has been deleted. Breaking news. The man who pulled the gun on himself Thursday night was not Dave. Dave has reportedly left Sevier County. Lock your doors. Dave said, "You all thought it was that easy. I am not human. I am the devil himself. Sharon's flesh fuels me. You will all pay for your sins." Then this horrible, creepy drawing with a dead cricket, and it says, "They'll never find me," with this really creepy stick figure and a smiley dude. The deleted tweet that the hacker had posted on the 13th is up on the screen right now. It's just a series of 0s and 1s, and I know that this is obviously code, but I have no clue what it says. Back on Sharon Teletubby, if you see anyone suspicious around Utah, we have to find Dave before it's too late. Please contact us if you spot Dave or know where he is. We will provide updates on Dave's whereabouts once we track him. We will now explain what Dave did on the night he faked his death. Those tweets have since been deleted. I cannot find screenshots of them anywhere. They are in Rainbot's video if you guys want to go and watch that one. But it was essentially about how it was not Dave, it was Dave's cousin, and they give a name, but it seems totally unrelated to the plot. We have not heard of the cousin again. We have no mention of the cousin. There's nothing like that. But apparently the cousin pulled the gun on himself and shot himself. And that's how Dave faked his death, along with that fake photo of the police lights outside. They thought that it was Dave who had shot himself and not the cousin. From here on out, the story is a little bit fuzzy because there are so many tweet and deletes from this account. But we have on the 14th, he bled like a faucet. He's looking through my window, but he'll never find me, with this really creepy photo, like this grainy photo of like a window and I guess someone looking inside. He's in my house, along with this terrifying picture of I don't even know what. On the 15th, Sharon Teletubby tweets, "I killed Dave." We have an all black video that is incredibly terrifying. I am gonna play the videos from the Twitter account, and I'm giving you guys one final warning. They are scary as anything. There are no jump scares, nothing's gonna pop out at you, but something, there's screaming, there's somebody talking. In this video posted on the 16th from the TeletubbiesFact account, there's just screaming and seemingly nonsense. I have the worst, like, I'm covered in goosebumps. I hate it. So somebody reversed it, and apparently what is said is, it's crawling, help me. There's another video posted from the account of a backwards song playing. I can't tell which one, but it's basically just a song playing backwards. And then over on Sharon Teletubbies' account, there is a video of a woman screaming. It's so hard to piece the story together and fully understand what happened, so I'm just gonna hand the puzzle pieces of everything else over to you now. At one point, the Sharon Teletubby account tweets something along the lines of, I met 3 boys in the field with a baseball bat. They'll never see their families again. From here on out, we get tweets of young boys that, I'm not gonna post one of them because it's pretty gruesome. It's really creepy. You get this tweet of a baseball bat, which is important because it comes in later. Again, he's tweeting and deleting, so if you're not seeing some of this, it's because it's gone now. We also have this photo of a boy's back, like he's following someone down the street. There are tweets like, he didn't deserve it, why did I do it? Last night when I'm filming this, he had posted what seemed like a video inside of a closet, just him like heavy breathing, and the caption was something like, he doesn't know. I can't find that video or that photo anywhere though. Eventually, Dave tweets, Gary is my real name. It ends tonight. My multiple personality disorder is slowly killing me. Everyone in the basement is dead. I can't keep living like this. And then someone else replies with a tweet that he had tweeted and deleted saying, who is this Gary? And he had captioned it November 1st. And apparently it's Madeleine McCann, who disappeared in Portugal in 2007. I remember Kendall Ray covering that. And there's this random photo of Madeleine McCann on his Twitter for seemingly no reason whatsoever. He tweets another photo of the bat with like blood splatter all over this sign that says available something something, and he writes in Dave. It's clear to me that isn't with blood. It's obviously with a pen or a crayon or something. I don't know if it was supposed to be blood. We see him tweet with this account called Teletubbies_N_bot. It's at TubbyBot. Time for Tubby bye-bye. This seems simple enough, like he found a Teletubbies related tweet and he tweeted it, but the only thing is Sharon follows him as well as the Teletubby bot account. And that's it. So we can assume that this is obviously somehow worked into the story. So then Teletubbies updates tweets, I see what you all say about me. Last night, somebody had tweeted at me and they were like, oh my God, do you see this? He knows, because I've been kind of tweeting about this account on and off. Little to my knowledge, the account followed and unfollowed me so that when I searched it next time, I saw Teletubbies updates is following you. And I was like, oh my God, does this mean I'm next? Like joking around, because I clearly know this is a creepypasta. This is not a real story. There are so many holes in the plot. Clearly you guys can probably see that too. If there was real evidence of this, it would be on the news. If the police were really on Sharon's account, it would be on like official like police letterhead, and there would be official statements from real police. This is very clearly a story written in real time, and I thought it was fascinating. What I think is so fascinating is that the account is able to interact with people as they read it. And so I had tweeted about it and I got a message. Now, people are talking about him posting a severed head and no one is reposting it because no one knows where it's from. Nobody wants to be disrespectful. It's obviously really gory. I don't know if this is the same photo that was sent to me, but I got a direct message from the account of a severed head along with the message, final warning. I'm gonna black out the severed head and show you the message just to prove that it's real. I really dumbly sent it to some of my followers in a group chat just to be like, oh my God, what is this, when it was first sent to me, because I just saw blood and a face. I didn't like put together that it was a severed head because the photo is really grainy. I reverse image searched it and couldn't find it. But the thing about reverse image searching is obviously that you can just crop something and change the size of it and it doesn't come up in reverse image search anymore. He went on a bit of a tweeting spree last night saying, WTF, Y'all got any weed? You idiots think you're the reincarnation of Albert Einstein for making conspiracy theories about what I do in my personal life. I don't know who I am anymore. At least it'll be over soon. Somebody named Lottie tweeted, ever thought about how weird the Teletubbies are? They live in a hill and eat mysterious pink goo and worship a glowing disembodied baby's head. Tweets back, have you ever thought about how you have parents? Ever think about finding them in bed with both of their throats slit open? So this is again a really dark tweet. And today when I'm filming this, you are all so smart, geniuses. The world is nothing without your incredible intelligence. You are all Harvard University worthy. Amazing. I think this is in reference to people starting to piece together the story as well as finding holes in the plot line. Screw this account. I seriously need psychological help. I have multiple personality disorder and the voices in my head are controlling me. There were a few other tweets that were so dark that I considered not making this video because for a minute for me, I could not decipher what was real and if this person running this account had suddenly broken character. The reason that I know that the game is still going is because the only liked tweet on the account is no longer from the Church of Satan. It's from an account called Gary Sampson 11117. And it just says the end. This is Gary's only tweet. He doesn't follow anybody, he hasn't liked anything, he hasn't done anything. The reason that this pulled me in so hard is that it is a scary story being written live. This is one of the creepiest things I've ever read, along with the visuals and the photos and the accounts interacting with each other. It's an incredible, incredible idea and I found it fascinating. There are holes in the plot line and what's hard for me on a human level is understanding that this is all a story, and when the character was being broken, it wasn't actually breaking character. I think that's why people are so confused on what exactly it is, because this person is so smart. Tweeting and deleting like they are and like keeping hype up and keeping the game running like this is just, I mean, it's intelligent. Of course, this isn't real. Sharon was not a real person. At Sharon Teletubby was never a real person. It was all by whoever is kind of creating this game, and it's known as an alternate reality game, where it's like an alternate reality is taking place within these Twitter accounts, within this story. There is no conclusion. There is a lot of reference to November 1st. Even Sharon's account tweeted November 1st. So I think something is going to happen on November 1st, whether it's the end of the story or whatever. This was fascinating, and if there are any updates, if the account tweets me again, if they DM me again or something, I will let you guys know. This is a dark one. I know there was a lot to take in here. Overall, it's one of the scariest things I think I've ever personally experienced, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. So if you enjoyed this insanely creepy video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys could do me a massive favor, I did upload a Halloween costume video today. I'll link it on screen now as well as down below, but if you guys could just go give that video a like, that would mean a lot to me. I don't normally post twice in one day, and I know that video is gonna kind of get overshadowed by this one because it's way more clickbaity and way more crazy. So if you guys could do me a really big favor and just go give that one some love, it would mean a lot. Anyways, I hope you guys like this, and I'll catch you soon. Tomorrow's video is actually really dark as well, so love Halloween. All right, bye guys.